Peace, peeps. Your boy Dave B813, and you checking me out on my own Champa Baby podcast, powered by Anchor. If you're interested in starting your own podcast, it's free today. Just download it. Simple editing, distribution to Spotify, Apple Music, and more, with the opportunity to earn money with no minimum amount of listeners or anything. So, like I said, if you're interested, man, download it today. But in the meantime, check out my show, bitch.
Yeah, road gang shit. Ha. For real. Don't you forget it. It must be genetics, how we connected. Very highly respected. The game, I done whooped it. A thief, I done took it. Your girl, I'm in a cookie. She loved the way my hook is. Dollars is what I'm making. No need for hating. You niggas must be mistaken. Rope gang, get some straightened. Matter of fact, bitch, a week. In Tampa, we do it big. With Baby on the beat. You know just what it is. Be easy on them, kid. We got your heads banging. No need for exaggerate. They even moolah will be your girl's medicine. Yeah, we do, y'all. We be where them haters been. Flowing like fluid. You made it, then lay it in. First thing first, go to work. See another day above dirt. Life too real, know your worth. Sick of seeing brothers in the hearse. First thing first, go to work. See another day above dirt. Life too real, know your worth. Sick of seeing brothers in the hearse.
It's what they keep on saying. Why ignoring numerics so what cemeteries weighing? Please don't shoot the messenger, I'm just doing my purpose. You niggas is worthless, only shoot for perfect. We ain't even talking for ourselves, dawg. Fuck y'all, talking down the city like I really give a fuck, dawg. We gon' live it up all, negativity pause. Spoken like a true king, either way we ball.
First thing first, go to work. See another day above dirt. Life too real, know your worth. Sick of seeing brothers in the hearse. First thing first, go to work. See another day above dirt. Life too real, know your worth. Sick of seeing brothers in the hearse.
Say a nurse, but that was a...
Damn.
Y'all got her.
She was pregnant. That was
got her. Y'all got her.
Who knocked her up? Man, they dead ass wrong. You is not supposed to come in that.
Knocked up the stud. Don't fuck her life up.
That might change her life.
It might change her life too, though.
Damn, it's right.
Yeah.
Hey, every time what is going on?
It's hurricane season.
No, when we get together, bro, it's like, when we ain't together, it don't rain.
Yeah, it ain't.
God damn, what is
If
that?
it do, it rain at nighttime. If it do, it rain at nighttime.
Down.
So we go, get the, I get a blunt. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to racetrack, bro, by my house, cause they be having them up there anyways.
The ones I be getting?
Yeah, they have.
How much was they? They cheap over here though.
Oh shit, where you wanna go to?
Yeah, I was gonna say go to one of these stores like Chunk, cause they cheaper. You can go to Stop and Shop. I mean, not Stop and Shop. What's the store right here called?
Food Mart.
Food Town.
Food Town. I said Food Mart. Food Town.
Yeah, it's a little fat little homie. I be in there fucking with it. I don't see it now. Damn! He really was like not trying to make it.
He was trying to hit me. That's what he was trying to do. You hit me, nigga. I'm finna fall like this, bitch. I'm finna do everything.
I'm finna flip, blue.
First off, your door open. When your door open, I'm gonna shove the shit out of your ass. You had some chains on you?
No.
Yeah, just get the blunts.
social inclination or something like that. It's like when we interacted, you know, because I was, you know, as we was first doing it, we would both be talking at the same time, and I really couldn't catch it until she was like, you gotta be anticipating interruption.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you anticipate interruption, you know when to stop. And you know when to let that.
Like you can be saying something and it's like you ain't over talking because you say something in pause. So when they hit that you go ahead. You can go ahead. Yeah. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta be both going at once.
Right.
Yeah. So like start a conversation. Like you know, you just kicking it. You just kicking it. You know what I mean? Homies gonna talk over whatever, but when it's a serious conversation, you gotta know to honor the art of conversation.
Right. But that's when you gotta bring out your analyst side now. Mm-hmm. Now you have to keep the conversation moving. Mm-hmm. It has to keep going. You know, you don't want to have that awkward silentness where nobody have anything. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a good segue, like, okay, well, let me ask you a question. You know, and then boom, and run it like that. You know what I'm saying? But once the conversation is going, you have to have that kind of relaxed mode for somebody to channel in. You know, you can't keep just running it. You got to be susceptible for interruption. So, I mean, once you learn how to articulate, I mean, now, don't get me wrong, there have been bad audio where it's the air blowing and you really couldn't hear shit, but when it comes to being articulate, it really matters. And you know, Twan was going to school, and we was going to school with him. Mm-hmm. You know, so to speak.
With me, shit, fuck it.
Yeah, because you know everything he was learning, we was learning at the same time, but he was actually going to the school. Mm-hmm. You know, but since we was participant, you know, in some of his testings and shit like this here, you know, I was trying to make sure my man get a good grade. I'm trying to do right. So I was well in tune. I was listening. You know. Yeah, I mean, and you know, as far as, you know, conversation wise and stuff like that, you can edit, you know, shit in, depending on how the energy is flowing in the conversation. Yeah. You know.
The best ones is the ones when you don't got to do that. You can just listen to that audio and be like, oh damn, I ain't gotta edit the damn thing. I just gotta cut this bit down. Like we had a, but like us, we can do that because it's natural. You know what I mean? We natural talkers, we respect. You know what I mean? We won't try to. If we get into it heated, like a topic, you know what I mean?
Only sports.
Yeah, sports really be the one that'll do it. Yeah, these sports, man, it's a wrap. Man, what the hell you talking about, cuz, man? Hell nah, man. Shit, niggas would go in.
I might don't hear what you saying.
I'm trying to hear shit you saying.
I'm trying to get my point of Yeah, man. Sports is, you gotta be a real analyst and kind of know the game and know homework too, and history, to really like do that sports shit.
Yeah, how much was in there still?
What?
You up there? You want another one? You up there?
But the weed? Oh, I just rolled a little small.
I know you want to put a little bit in there. Yeah. I was trying to get right.
I rolled another one.
Yep. So we got Rope Game Moolah up in the building. He didn't even know he was recording just then. Just got him on Troll Guy 813 podcast. True Guy 813 podcast. We in the building. Rope Game Moolah, aka Black and Yellow. Okay, BK, better known as OG, Triple OG.
Triple OG, man. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So what's on? What you got going on with the music and stuff, man? Because you know I was gonna ask that already.
Yeah. I respect that. For me, I really just been writing you know, since the pandemic and shit, like I ain't really been going nowhere. So, you know, I've been at the crib and just, you know, writing. I got a lot of stuff written. I really haven't recorded anything per se, but, you know, I got a lot of music that I wrote, you know, a lot of poetry, you know, words, you know, stuff like that. You know, mostly I just been like, really like, you know, on the team rope game trying to, you know, help that water get out there. Thanks for that, you know.
Gotta give me another case.
Yes, sir. You know, my brother rope game Twine, he got that shit going. He got little man out there.
Man, all the little ones out there be hustling with them.
Right, yeah. So, you know, I'm trying to get back out there and definitely like get on the scene, but you know, right now I just been in the house trying to be safe. You know, I'm OG. I ain't like the youngsters. You feel me? And I'm really 50-50 on that vaccine. How about you?
The vaccine, I ain't messing with it.
You ain't messing with it? I mean, I'm not a pro-vaccine against it. Yeah, I'm like no killer, but I'm kind of 50-50 on that because, you know, really I don't even take no flu shots or I don't be, you know, I really need to get a primary doctor to tell you the truth, but I mean, I don't really take shots for coldness. I'm not like a sickly person like that. Yeah. You know, I eat healthy. I'm a pescatarian, so, you know, I only eat poultry. That's chicken and fish, you know, and seafood. But and even on the chicken, I don't eat the white meat.
Yeah.
I don't eat thighs and legs, drums, or whatever.
What's wrong with the thighs and stuff? You might know something that I don't know or something. It's just choice.
For me, it's the real chewy part of the chicken. You know, when you get a breast or a wing, like the meat is there.
Yeah.
You know, the thigh and the drum, man, they're kind of slimy.
Yeah,
chewy, man. You know, I don't know. They just taste different to me. Nothing wrong with it.
AKA Mr. Health. I forgot that, y'all.
No, it's really choice right there when it comes to that part. Cause like I still eat chicken, so
yeah.
Who am I to say like what part of the chicken is wrong and what's right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All I know is when we was on over there in the north at Neeks, was like, cuz came to my house. All I know, y'all, is I lost 25 pounds on this damn cookie. I didn't even know I was on a diet. It just was falling off. The food was good, but the weight was going down still.
You crazy. We was eating healthy, man.
We was eating healthy, you know what I mean? Like, man, it was just getting whipped up, come home, nice little baked chicken, rice. The rice, you don't gotta put nothing on the rice. You can just eat the rice just the way it is.
Oh man!
You just give me a plate of rice.
Old bowl of rice.
Just a bowl of rice. I'll be alright.
Yeah, that's that Burdell, man. Burdell, man, she was a wizard, bro. Like at first when I was young, right, I used to be getting pissed off, man. She always used to be like, "Yo, go in there and check on this, and go in there and do this," and I used to be like, man, I want to go outside. My friends at the door, they're like, yo, can you come outside? And I'm like, I got to clean my bed and do all this.
Yeah.
But my mom, back to what I was talking about, she taught me how to cook the rice. She always told me, like, it's one secret, and you'll never lose how to make rice again, ever. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I ain't gonna give you a recipe, but you know, she taught me that, and I kind of perfected it, you know. Mm-hmm. And shit, it don't matter, man. I cook yellow rice, white rice, had that shit till it ain't stuck together. Mm-hmm. Individual grain, you know.
I think I successfully made my first pot of rice, like it was last month. I can cook us some stuff, but I ain't. It's stuff that you got to be patient with. It exposed me, man.
Yeah.
Like I tried, man. Me and Audrey tried to make some cornbread one day, and then we tried once. And we just gonna keep it as we tried. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody eat no cornbread.
So it was unsuccessful.
It was unsuccessful, bro. It was unsuccessful.
Yeah, I'm really not a baker myself, but I think I could cook maybe some Jiffy cornbread. I ain't finna go do nothing from scratch. Like,
yeah, we tried to go from scratch.
Yeah, you probably, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I mean...
We missed an ingredient in there, bro.
Yeah.
Missed an ingredient.
Well, you know, when you're doing that, it's all in the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all in the wrist. You gotta whip that shit. If you ain't got no whips,
yeah,
you know, you don't want to do it with a spoon. Yeah, when you mixing it, you don't want to do that. You want to use a fork, so it has something to go through and kind of work against itself with the water mixing it from the powder to the water. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's good to use a whisk. But yeah, it's all in the wrist, really, man. Yeah, I mean, cause you can make biscuits, pancakes, all with the same. You probably have a different batter, but with the same combination of things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The water with the mix.
I think Mark got the perfect recipe though. The next time I need some cornbread though. I'm gonna whip everything else up and then I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, you niggas small and you sweet like some quarter juices. But when I enter, your money started reducing. We be the rogue and you know my nigga, we so serious. We be the rogue and you know them boys be so serious. Don't make me start up a plate and calling it audible. I keep it wicked and nasty, calling it horrible. Drink up your nectar and finish your plate, I'm so full. Now that the proof in the pudding flavors, bananas here. Fake niggas falling, the real ones, that shit be so weird. The razor bumped up the chin, so I grew out the beard. Black and yellow always on the back, so keep it clear. Black and yellow always on the body, so keep it clear. Don't make me move some of the furniture around in your house. That mean I'm knocking out a couple teeth off in your mouth. You niggas don't understand, Lord only talking about. You niggas started the snitching, that means you kept it real. Now I be mobbing and dropping them hits in Zephyr Hill. Yeah, I be shaking and baking and keep you on your heel. You niggas shaking and baking, I put them on the grill. Put a fork in them niggas, drip, drip, no blood. Now ever since Nipsey died, niggas is claiming colors. You niggas small and you sweet like some quarter juices. Soon as I enter your fame, started reducing. You niggas offer some cotton, you niggas t-shirt. You niggas run and get fired so you won't get hurt. You talking shit and I'm blazing, scaring me won't work. For that a nigga get searched down when he in the club. Cause you chickies be so sweet, Louisiana rub. Man, them titties be so perky when she giving hugs. Man, them chickies be on perkies when she wants some love. She remember when I curved her when I'm on the rug. You niggas small and you sweet like some quarter juices. You niggas small and you sweet like some quarter juices. You niggas small and you sweet like some quarter juices. You niggas small and you sweet like some quarter juices.
Yeah, everybody, as we coming back. That was a new track from Road Gang Moolah.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, we finna dib and dab because I've been like ready to bring Cuz in for an interview because it's like a lot of information I always get in front of this man. But it's like one of the main topics I love to talk to this man about. It's like it just be on life stuff, like times when I get frustrated and stuff. I just hit Cuz up. Cuz always be there to pick up the phone, listen to what you got to say, and then it's just good to hear stuff from another person's perspective that been kicking it a little longer than you, and they just got a little more wisdom to pass down. So it's like this one of the things that's been sitting on me down. Like you don't see things all the way over the course of your life, like you know what I mean, like. The stuff we going to today, you see how these attacks is on us and stuff. You got what they call it, the Willie Lynch syndromes, that's keeping the black man and the black woman against each other. And I've been trying to bring awareness to that a lot. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean. I'm a young guy that's aware of that, but you know what I mean. You're a person that you don't seen a lot more of it. You know what I mean? You seen, like, I don't want to say you was there when they put in the government assistances and all of that, but you know what I mean, you seen the trickles of the community and stuff, and you see how it is today, how the effects is on us today. Like men ain't the way men was back then, not knocking the way men are today. And as for women, you know what I mean, it's good people out here still, but you seen the effects on it, you know what I mean? Like I just wanted to feel like how you felt on like that topic there. You feel like what's a good way for us to make better awareness that as a culture, you know what I mean? Because we got to do that. Because if we don't, we just gonna continue to be on a decline. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I think we got to start saving our men.
Yeah.
You know, there's no saving men no more. Not even just saying black men, but I'm speaking upon black men.
Yeah.
But just men in general, it's like, you know, it's no fight for us. I understand that we need to protect our women and children and old people, but we need to protect our men too. We need to teach them. We need to talk to them. We need to have conversations with them.
Yeah.
You know, and it got to start there. I mean, we've been tricked, you know, as a people, to fight amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? That's why we fighting with each other. We want to have more than the next, and because we ain't taught to love and help. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm speaking at these women too. Y'all got to start saving these men. You know, this wouldn't have happened to George Floyd. And my respects to George Floyd and his family, and all the condolences to all the people in they loss. But if we were saving our men, man, we'd be on. They would have been on him. What you doing? How you doing? What you getting into?
Mm-hmm.
Where you been? You know, in his life, and saving him. Then I think it wouldn't have happened that way. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just my own thought. Like,
yeah.
I'm thinking we need to start saving men.
Yeah.
And they got to start there.
Yeah, you know, like you made me think, like, you know what I mean, R.I.P. to DMX, man. Like,
yeah.
And I listened
R.I.P. DMX.
I listened to his album. His album was like pretty good. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be like overboard, but it was decent. Like I like, dang, he should. I
love it.
You know what I mean. Yeah, I appreciated that album. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like what I'm gonna say is when X had passed, I don't quote me on this, but I could be wrong. But I want to say it was Swiss Beats. He said that don't wait until it's too late to be giving people their flowers. Like, y'all wait until this man passed away to give him his flowers and all of that. But it's like, what was y'all at during his struggles? Like, where was we at?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's trying to keep him, like you said, we got to save him.
Yeah.
And we knew his struggles. We knew, man, over the course of DMX, like, DMX was fighting demons, bro. Like, DMX went through a lot, bro. And he kept his faith,
right.
You know what I mean, through that whole process. But it's
I'm saying, like, with the government, too, though. Like, why we don't have assistance? You know what I'm saying? Why we can't get in these homes where we got small portions, and why we can't make a payment upon what we work and how much we make, like the women do. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you can't help us out too?
I feel like the system should help both parties,
right?
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they fought for equal rights.
Yeah.
Right? They wanted to make the same amount of money as men, right?
Yeah.
So we should get the same amount of help as women get.
Yeah, because there's a lot of good men.
Yeah, man.
That's on child support out here. You know what I mean? And they don't got the finances to fight.
Right.
But all she got to do is just run to the
assistance. If you're going to put him on child support, all right, help this man. Get him the resources where he can make this budget.
Yeah.
Don't just throw him to the wolves.
Yeah.
Now he ready to do anything he got to do just to even eat, because he can't even be a part of society.
On top of that, he want to see his kid. And he want to be able to provide.
Providing part of this kid's life.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's three things, just like three heavy things, just like that. You know what I mean?
Man, we gotta save these men, man. Man is a part of society. You know, like it's so unheartfelt. Like when you see the things that men have to struggle to do. Okay, now I understand. Like, if you give this man a chance and you seen that he's gonna continue to do wrong, then all right, now we gotta renegotiate upon your help. But at least help this man so he won't go out there and be doing all this devilish shit.
Yeah.
Cause if you can't pay your bills, you ain't got no job, nobody won't give you no job, nobody won't give you no loans, nobody won't put you in no place to stay over your head, nobody won't feed you, you gonna go get it. You're not just gonna sit here and just starve.
Yeah, you gotta eat.
And
you gotta eat, bro. You gotta eat to live, bro. You can't live and not eat.
So they tricked us, man. The government tricked us. They played this game with making the families feud. And while the families feud, the heat is so heated in the home, he taking it out in the streets. Now he don't care, because he got to deal with this at home. He's stressed out, don't know what he gonna do, and now you over here with the big mouth.
Yeah.
Or you flossing by what you doing.
Yeah.
And all that there. Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, save these men, man. We need saving, man. We need to be told that we care where you at. We care what you doing. We care about you. You know, is you all right today? Hello.
Yeah.
How you doing? Like, speak to us. You know, comfort us.
I think that, like, I know, like, when I say stuff, this is what I notice. Like, when I say stuff, I talk to other coaches, right? And I learn about their coaches, and it's like, I openly talk to them about my culture to open them up more, because a lot of people be afraid to speak on black people because they feel like you're going to get offended by everything. So it's like, I just be like, dang, I wish like we was more like that in our culture, you know what I mean? And they be like, well, what you mean? And it's like, okay, now I got your attention. I educate you to the fact of, you know what I mean? I feel like women gonna be women, you know what I mean? We different. Men and women are different. But when you see these men of other cultures, they're women more to the culture. They respect the men, you know what I mean? The man's providing. They, you know what I mean? Of course, you know what I mean? Pretty sure everybody argues, you know what I mean? But you see them, they get married, they have families, they make sure the children get to college. You know what I mean? They respect each other. They stick it out. Nobody's no relationship is perfect, but they stick it out, and you see it more and more and more in these cultures. And then, like I said, we go back to that Willie Lynch syndrome, all the way back to slavery, how we were so separated, and how they separated us after slavery. But you know what I mean? As soon as we was free from slavery, it was like, okay, we got to find jobs. Oh, we not provide jobs for y'all. It's whites only, black on. Y'all still with us. Okay, now we fighting for equality as men, because the men only can work. And most of the time, the men was joining the army. And another thing people don't realize is black men. I'm gonna run back to that, but it's black men. We was joining the army when we were slaves. People didn't know that. We fought for freedom. And then that was back when George Washington, at the beginning, bro. When George Washington was in the White House. He waited to the last minute to allow slaves to fight. He let all his men die to the point they was getting their ass kicked, basically, bro. America was getting their ass whooped. And they said, we're going to bring the slaves. And when they brought us, they won that war. But they don't tell you that. And it's every war since, the black man hands been involved. That's why they always be like, oh, go join the military and stuff, you know what I mean? But them slaves that fought, after they win it, they promise them freedom, they don't get the freedom. Then we built this country, we helped fight the war for you, then we come back, you go back to whipping us and making us pick and doing all these crazy shits to us and shit like that. Now you gonna get the dark shit with slavery, you know what I mean? It's not even going up. But you did all of this after if we won all these wars, we still winning these wars. There's never been American War won without the hands of the black man. Then we come back to this. Now we free. Now we trying to get a job.
Yeah, man, we've been tricked, man.
You know what I mean? We can't get a job. You put this assistance out for the women. So the women against us, we getting jobs. Nah, because we had a Black Wall Street. You came and bombed that. I talked about it on my last podcast. Mm-hmm. They bombed it. It's a history that they hid it for years. Yeah. But they came and bombed Tulsa. Yeah. Planes and everything. Yeah. All this stuff they did, and you put this assistance program in after you pop Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Mm-hmm. You come and put this system in. You came to their wives, use their wives as anchors to lure the black women to go running for this assistance. The white women was fighting for equality with the white man, and then they brought the black woman in to get more votes. And then she got her assistance, and then they duped us. Mm-hmm. You can get this assistance, but bro can't beat her.
Mm-hmm. And that's how they trick us. Every time. And it's right in our face. Mm-hmm. It's right in our face. But, you know, who knows? It might be changing, man. I really respect the millennials, man. They kind of they stood up this year, man. They stood up, man. They fought really like, man, I got respect for them. You know what I'm saying? Millennials, they changed the world a little bit, you know, because we was stuck into this one way only. It was no way we was going to get out of nothing we was still doing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when they went to all this voting and what the shit in the streets, protesting, and man, they showed up. Man, they did their thing, man. I gotta give it up to the millennials, man, cause we was kind of soft, man. We ain't stand up, man. We ain't go out there. We said fuck that. We ain't voting. Yeah. You know, and I kind of felt like that, man, too, cause I'm like, man, they ain't here for us. They ain't doing.
And you weren't in the wrong for that either.
Yeah, man. But you know, when you living in poverty and everything against you and shit, like, you kind of shunned against information. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we didn't have the resources to get the information to know that, you know, our vote do count. You know what I'm saying? And we seen it happen. So yeah. I'm glad they showed a better way. And yeah, man, hats off to the millennials, man. They did their thing.
They're doing everything to try to stop that now. Man, yeah. They didn't like that. They're doing
because social media wasn't even no thing. You know, these kids growing up today, that's all they gonna know. Yeah. They ain't gonna, you know, we lived through the days when it wasn't on. So all this new stuff, and like, yeah, they shining right now. Like, I'm loving it. I'm sitting back and it's shocking me, but at the same time, I'm excited because this new way, this new life is, it's hot. Social media. I mean, you can connect to, like, I talk to family members now who I haven't heard for in years. Like, I almost cried, like, one time, like, she like, I know your mother. She gave me one of them Verdell stories, and I was like, oh, man. And and she was talking about from when my mother was a kid, like, when I wasn't even born. So she's talking about, you know, her double dutching and running outside doing one of them stories. And I was like, oh, man. And so, like, you know, I would have never been able to connect with this great aunt of mine if it weren't for social media. Yeah. So, like, you know, hats off, man.
That's dope. Like, you show one of, like, the good things about social media.
Yeah, because they always ragging down. And I get it. But, you know, hey, it's upon you what you put out. You know, it's your book. I feel like all of these, everybody got their own book. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we, as a people, teaching the next. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, from generations to come after this, it's like what we learning from what this going through. You know what I'm saying? So, in a way, it's kind of like we writing books. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to know certain things. You got to know that when you put this content out, everybody going to have the capability to respond, say you whack, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, that's why with me, with the music, I haven't really, like, put it out like that. I mean, with this song here, like, it resonates with me because, like, it's from me, it's my vibe, it ain't no same vibe of what everybody else is doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On this track, I just went in, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that is hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you know, plus the game changing. You know what I'm saying? Kids these days, they ain't really trying to hear that. Yeah. Two verses with a bridge in the outer, you know what I'm saying? But I still make records though. Mm-hmm. You know, I have songs that has a beginning, a verse, the chorus, another verse, then a bridge. You know, it breaks down like how you write a record. Yeah, a traditional record. Yeah, record, not like a mix.
Yeah, you making some industry music, right? Radio ready and everything.
Yeah, hey man, that's what Pally the Bell said it the best, man. If you ain't writing records, I ain't making nothing with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's all she write is hits. Every song.
So out of the new artists today, who you rocking with right now? We're gonna bring it back to music since we talking about music.
Who I'm rocking with right now? Man, I'm still old school. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I don't really. Let me see the new school. Let me see. I like Roddy Ricch. Yeah. But I don't have like a Roddy Ricch in my playlist. Yes, I do. I got a couple songs of his. Yeah. But I don't have like a whole album of his. But I like him. New school, everything. Yeah, see, I still listen to all the old school. I listen. Like,
we'll get into that, but I'm gonna say I ain't gonna cap. It's something about the name Baby these days, cause Lil Baby I've been rocking with, and then the Baby. Yeah, them two. It's just like, you know what I mean? They just try to be the top baby, I guess, in the game right now. Yeah, they hot, man. I'm hearing them all day on the radio. It's like I'm hearing him. I hear Baby. Then it's going to be like probably Cardi come on, Megan. You know, you got all the females doing their thing. Now, it's been their time for the females.
Right.
Like,
they hot,
you know what I mean? I clap to them. I'm clapping to the women in the rap game, bro. Because they holding that bit right now, bro. Like, songs is in rotation. They coming with them, bro.
Right,
but it'll be like you hear one of them, then the women they
shouts
get
out to Cardi.
they get their thing in Meg. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shouts out to Meg.
Beyonce done spit for us. You know what I mean? They got the award.
Got the Queen rapping.
Then they'll call Lil Baby got hits out there. It's like you hit them and then it's one of them.
Yeah, both of the babies.
It's like it's one of them. In between, it's one of them playing. So it's like, man, like the nowadays be having your as a male rapper. You know what I mean? We getting that ass kicked right now in the new game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it be a lot of records. A lot of people don't be knowing about though. You know what I mean? Because Kanye had a lot of records I was liking, but it's just a new generation now. So
Right. That's why I'm like, that's why I said for me, I'm still stuck kind of in my generation. Maybe it's because, I'm letting them have their shine, so to speak. I mean, like, I don't take nothing from Lil Baby or The Baby. Them boys spitting. Like, they got flames. Yeah. Like real flames. Like, no bullshit. But like I said, I let them, I guess that's their era, Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I give hats off to them boys. They rocking. They doing their thing. For me, I still listen to the Nas's and the.
That's what I was getting into. I was gonna say who you listening to back in the day.
I got Busta Rhymes album.
Yeah, I remember you used to play that on Busta all the time.
You know what I'm saying? So I still be waiting on, new shit. I like Fat Joe new shit. The Sunshine, that shit. With the old school Luther, and I said, "Oh, he brought me back." I went to reminiscing about moms in the kitchen, man.
You check that DJ Khaled's on.
Oh yeah, Khaled, man. You know Khaled. Khaled is like the new Barry Gordon, man. Like, for real, he can get anybody.
Yeah, they going on the record, no problem.
And that's how Barry Gordon was. He had all of them groups, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, DJ Khaled really like the glue to artists getting back together. What I think, in my opinion, because without him, you wouldn't have no motherfuckers getting. Well, shouts out to Versus, Timothy and Timberland and Swiss Beats, but even them boys getting together, I think Khaled kind of ushered that because Khaled working when he saw that. I know, and let me get a little promo on there when Jeezy and them make a new one on Khaled shit. Yeah, I can see that happening. Like the vision is there with Khaled. Like he put shit together, and artists is starting to see like, these motherfuckers did a collabo. That shit was hot. Motherfuckers I ain't never knew would rap together. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, Khaled the man. I appreciate him for that, for the whole culture, man. I appreciate that man for the he the glue for the culture, man. Yeah. He is the glue for the culture. Without Khaled, there's no collabos. I swear to you, there's no collabos, man. Yeah. Nobody is, and like you still have it sprinkle here and there where artists won't work with, but get on the Khaled shit, they gonna work together. You see what I'm saying? They ain't gotta like. They ain't gotta like. The hate ain't gonna stop. It's gonna stop. It's gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Because one way or another, even if y'all ain't in the studio together, the people gonna want them to perform that shit live. Yeah. So y'all gonna have to be cordial, even if y'all ain't seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get money.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And I hope the city hear that right there, man. Like,
yes, sir.
I hope y'all just peep that, because that's one thing that I be feeling as far as with us. You know what I mean? Like, bro, we got a lot of talent here, man. Like, tap talent. Like, I know about myself. You know what I mean? I do my troll guide rants. But you know what I mean? As a human behind the scene, real individual, man, there's some talent out here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna always put myself out as like, I feel like I'm the greatest. But it's some dudes out here that how you be like, God damn. Serious. Like, bro, you is gifted. You know what I mean? Like, if I had it, I'd sit back and retire and just put the bag on you.
real.
You know what I mean? You right here in my backyard with me.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you.
What is it going? That's why I'm like, that's ain't like it's the question with everybody. Like, what is it gonna take? And then it's like, this what tripped me out. Because you solid as a person for Tampa. A lot of people in Tampa not from Tampa no more. You know what I mean? So it's every now and then you run into an original Tampa born person, like a person my age. You know what I mean? There's a lot of kids like, but we talking about my age and up. It ain't too many people 30 and 40 you catching from here. And you know what I mean? It's like trying to say, what's this gonna take to get cats to come together, you know what I mean, for the city. You know what I mean? Like a way that, like, what you would think about it. Because it seems like a lot of outsiders like to say, oh, Tampa don't, they can't get along for this and they don't want to support each other. And that's the stuff you hear all the time. But with me, as an artist, I had moments when I felt like that, but honestly, I never felt like that. Like, I'd be mad at the moment, but I'd never be like, oh, bump Tampa. You know what I mean? Because Tampa with Tampa with I learned it because I was right here with you and learned. You helped me out a lot. You know what I mean? I know I met Twan because of you, and it's like Twan gave me a lot of knowledge. Anybody that was through Road Gang, they didn't mind sitting down. Hey, you, boom, giving me information. You know what I mean? Like, it was always support. You know what I mean?
Well, I never really seen like no rap beef.
Yeah, it ain't never been
per se. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen beef like from different sides, like you from the north and you from the, you know, whatever, woo. I ain't calling no sides out, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't never really see like no rap beef competition. I mean, I feel that we really don't know. Nobody really knows the outlet to get tapped in. You know what I'm saying? So we all, I guess, trying to figure it out, so to speak. I guess. Yeah. I can say. I mean, cause. I mean, I'll support anybody from Tampa. You know what I'm saying?
For real, man.
I mean, basically, if you rapping, but you can't be busted. Like, you gotta be hot too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, like, you know, I seen cats out there nice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And then it not saying it is something, like, just add that in. I mean, cut you off, but add that in. It is artists that's out there, you know what I mean, from the city. But we speaking on a, like, that broad scale, like, if we can name your city, you know what I mean? The current artists that they throwing out there right now, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm speaking on, that perspective, the current artists that's out there. Because we done had hits, we done had artists get out there, you know what I mean, and take it to places. We just had Tom on the BET Awards, you know what I mean? Like, but that wasn't the first thing he done did. That's just one of the bigger things he done did, you know what I mean?
I just think that we all just still trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because to be honest with you, the industry ain't really in Tampa. You got a lot of.
I be trying.
You got a lot of famous people stay in the city.
Yeah.
But the industry per se, because the venues here is not exploited. Yeah. Like the Emily Arena, you know. What's the farm over there? By the fair area.
Oh, you talking about the amphitheater?
Yeah, the amphitheater. They ain't really exploiting these venues here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, you know, for the local artists, man, we gotta fill these venues up, man.
Yeah.
Start, you know, bringing the music to these venues, start putting attraction on the city.
Yeah.
You know, and don't wait for somebody to come pop us off. Let's do it.
Like, hey man, we got this in our backyard right now.
It's in our blood. It's in our DNA.
We do this, like, man, we can fill that up. We already here.
Right.
You ain't gotta drive 100 miles. We right here.
Right.
This finna be the thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? That would be nice, bro.
We gotta start filling these venues up, and you know, then we'll get some recognition or some sight seen on the music side. Cause you already got the Bucks here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They champions. So I'm saying, so talent is here. You ain't looking over Tampa. If you see in Florida, you're not looking over the city of Tampa.
Yeah, you gotta acknowledge that.
There's no, you know what I'm saying? We ain't like no little town.
Yeah.
No, this is a city.
Mm-hmm.
This is a city here, bro. This is a city.
Bro.
Y'all might, I know Northerners might be saying, oh, them boys down there, they country, they Southern, or they from South and all that. But this city,
yeah,
you feel me? This ain't what you call all that. Like, it ain't what you think.
That's what they look at when they get here. I
Yeah.
had a homie. He said he moved from New York. He was like, man. He said, I moved from the hood to come to the hood. I said, yeah. He was like, I'm just in the South and it's hot. That's it. It was cold up there, but he was like, it's really a little more hood over here. I was like, man, like, bruh.
Man, to be 100 with you, man, Champa is like baby New York. Man, this bitch don't sleep. Man, people up 24 hours round the clock.
There's always something going on.
There's always something going down in the
on.
city. Like, for real. Like,
yeah.
Like, so, like, the lights still be on. Don't even be acting like that. You feel me? The lights is on all the time. Like, in the daytime, the sunlight is here. At the nighttime, the lights is on still. Like, don't even fake. Like,
yeah, I know. Me, Jay, the boss is #1 spot. If you was up late, you gonna be that goddamn casino, man.
Man, listen, you go to casino or E-Boy on a Friday, bitch. Man, it's over 2,000, 3,000 people.
You going down E-Boy.
So you imagine all of them people filling up these arenas. You know what I'm saying? For me and your track.
We already like what you saying. We're doing it, but we just filling up over there. So it's like, okay, what we got to do to get them to fill up over here?
Yeah, we gotta talk to them people, man.
You know what I mean?
We definitely gotta come with that bag.
Yeah, you gonna have to come with that bag. You gonna have to come with that bag.
Yeah, you gotta come with that bag.
If you can step up to the amphitheater and be like, man, I got what? 20,000, 15,000 ready to come in the door.
Yeah, they probably rock with you.
They finna rock with you.
Yeah, they rock with you. They rock with you.
You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. You know what I mean?
Anything that the IRS gonna tax, they rocking with you.
They rocking with you. You know what I mean? Because that's how we stepping out the other stuff, but we coming in the thousands. You know what I mean? Like, you be like, man, Tampa scene, so like it be city, but then you don't see nothing for a little bit. Some days it'll feel like it's dead, but it's something going on. It's just what section of town popping. But like you say, step out the Evo on a Friday, you gonna see everybody and their mama that you forgot staying.
Man,
you like, man, a bit might hit you with the. I just came back from Atlanta just to pull up in the city.
Yeah.
This Friday. I'm here every Friday.
Yeah, I seen niggas like, damn, boy, you still here? Yeah, bitch. Damn, I'm still in the city, yeah.
Man, you be killing me. They be like, man, when you move back, I'm like, I ain't never leave, bro. Like, I ain't know I moved, bro. I need to find what's really going on there.
City big, man. City big. And I just hope some of our local artists pop the amphitheater off or something like that, like Emily Arena.
The industry artists, they exploiting it. That's for sure.
Man, they going.
The industry coming in, they using them, bro. They gonna use them.
They'll come down and they'll get all the money and take it back to their city.
But in reality, what's supposed to be happening is when they come here, like if you go to Atlanta, right? And I was telling Twan this one time when I was talking to him. We was at y'all crib over in Temple Terrace area, 56. So I was telling him, I was like, if you go to Atlanta or these other major music markets, there's gonna be somebody from Atlanta opening up in that. And we do that sometimes, but we have to just make that mandatory. I don't care if you at the Sun Dome. It's venues here, the Sun Dome.
Well, I don't know, man. Listen, I went to the Hard Rock, man.
Yeah.
I ain't going because he probably don't even want me exposed. But me and my partner, went up to them and, we trying to figure out why, why we can't get a live spot in this, the Hard Rock. We in the city, we making music, we can show you our catalog, you know what I'm saying, the spins and all of this here, what it's gonna take for because like, those people that was in there, we saw, and I love live bands. Mm-hmm. They was in there jamming. I don't know what song they were playing, but I'm in there and I'm all into it. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, because I like music, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just in there, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, bro, I go after they finish, I go shake his hand, man. Yeah, man, thank you, man. That was good. Put some in the tip jar. Mm-hmm. He was like, yeah, man, good, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I was like chopping it up with him and saying, he was like, oh, well, yeah, they gonna pay me for the night. I'm like, well, damn, we need to get a gig in here if they gonna pay you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Where you from? Mm-hmm. I think he said he's from like Kentucky and some shit. Oh, so you came from Kentucky to our shit here in Tampa and got the money? Yeah. So we were trying to get in, but the white folks weren't, you know, they weren't trying to, I guess because it was rap. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to make no kind of assumptions. Yeah. But they weren't rocking with us though, man. Yeah. We need to be able to get into those venues and perform. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We performers, like, don't shut the dream down.
I bet if T.I. walk in there, they gonna let him perform.
That's what I'm saying, and that's fine.
You know what I mean? They gonna let him perform. Yeah, you know what I mean? And you know, no problem.
That's fine. They shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you don't know what we're gonna bring to the table. Like, if I say I'm performing, I'm finna tell my folks. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I ain't just finna be trying to perform like I'm on a pay tab with you at your club, like, because at first that's what I thought they was doing. Like, they just do this a number they do, and they doing their run.
Yeah, you're just trying to just ask.
Just I'm being nosy, really. You know what I'm saying? And I got some information, some open information that was like flawed a little bit, because I'm like, okay, you from Kentucky, you came down to Tampa at the Hard Rock, and you playing the guitar, you good. Mm-hmm. None of these your songs though. Some rock and roll songs. Mm-hmm. Then
he just doing straight covers.
He know how to play it. Yeah. And he sound good on the mic. And you got paid? You ain't paid nothing? I want to know how you do that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, we want to talk to the people. So, you know, we try to step in them professional, and them people was like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? They weren't rocking with us, and that's so foul, though. You know what I'm saying? We need to, I don't know, talk to somebody, because, I mean, if we able to, you know, fill them venues up, man, I believe there's a line for the industry to move in this direction, but you got these people blocking shit, man. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then I didn't even know that information. It was just information thrown in my lap. Just for me enjoying music, man. I'm like, damn, man, I'm really inquisitive because I'm like, oh, how many nights you play a night? Because, shit, I come hear you play. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that vibe. Yeah. And you like, nah, I just came down here to gig. From, you from here? No, I think he said
making all the money in the backyard.
Man,
all the money. We sit here trying to figure it out.
He finna get back on the flight and go back. He ain't spending nothing with the club. He finna get this money.
He finna go.
Now the money is taken from the city because it's it's not being flushed around again. Mm-hmm. See, me, if I get the money, it's gonna be in the city still.
And they got all that music culture inside the casino. You know that. Like, what you got sitting in there from your own stomping ground, though?
Man, they got stages in there, man. They got...
I'm saying, like, you know, if you go in there, though, they got, like, some stuff that, like, I think it was something Michael Jackson wore they got up there. Yeah. They got different...
Yeah, little music stuff up
like,
there. But
what you got from home?
Nobody playing
like
the music.
Prized possession.
But you know, nobody's playing the music, though.
Yeah.
I ain't heard of Michael Jackson nothing in there. You got his glove, though. Like, come on, is that a fraud? Like, what's going on? What we got going on here? Like,
they're like, what if it's a fraud? What if they just put it up there?
Yeah, somebody talk to me, man.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. You can't do that.
AK fronting on the Michael. Man, what they got?
So you planning on coming back for the 2021?
Oh, definitely, man. Like I said, I got all this music written, man. I'm just trying to get up in there, lay the tracks down. But like, for me, like, I don't know if I'm gonna put it out. There might be like a Drake syndrome out of me, man. I might just throw a single out. You know what I'm saying? And just let that flourish cause like I did Moaning, you know what I'm saying?
That's out.
Yeah, Moaning was just like it was more like a showing your skills type of track, you know, cause I did it off a beat, Jamie Foxx beat. So you know what I'm saying? I liked the beat, and I was like, oh word. And then when I heard the beat, I just went to envisioning, and the song just came to me, and I started saying it right then. And so I was saying it for like a couple days, and then my man took the track from me, and I was like, damn, I had a song and it had vanished, and I was scared. So the next time I heard the beat, I went right in there and I recorded the song. And so that's how Moaning happened the first time. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened was, you know, my man had got it off of it was like this engine. I think it was I want to say Fruity Loops. It was one of them where you can rent a beat thing, and he rented that beat, but it was changed in a way where it wasn't the original, so to speak, if I may say. Yeah. I could be lying, but it sounded a little, because when we was trying to pull up the track, and you know, when I went to the studio and everything, and we played it in when I recorded it in his studio, because like I said, when I heard the song again, I just went in there and so I wouldn't forget the song again. Yeah. Because I actually rapped the song and wrote it down later, so I didn't have it. I memorized. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when I went in there, I recorded the song and I rapped it. He had it on and recorded in his studio, so we couldn't use the same. I don't know. I can't even talk that kind of technology because I ain't no engineer. But he had to somehow get the session, and it was in some kind of hard drive, and he had moved and all of this fuck shit. And I'm like, damn, here go again. But luckily, I had wrote the song down now, so I knew the words to the song. So when I re-recorded it, I just took the original Jamie Foxx beat and recorded it again. And so that's why it was just for like commercial use. You want a commercial with it, yeah. Right. It was just like, all right, I'm going to just put this out there. But you want that melody showcasing talent. Yeah, you want that melody yeah, that's not really a song that I can really promote because it's not my beat or whatever. But it still works, though. It still works because I remember y'all was getting numbers on that right there. Oh, man, that song get busy, man. Yeah. I think that's the number one view track of Road Game, the whole clip. Yeah. Moaning. Yeah, I'm number one. Y'all got numbers out there, boy. Yeah, I'm number one. I think it's like, it ain't that extreme. It's like 24K though, something like that. Shoot, that's good, man. Yeah. I remember when I had showed everybody, I had the lady twerking on my video. I looked on it, it's at like, I think it was at like 40K. I was like, man, it's still going up, bro. Like, oh yeah, man. Still viewing that. Hey, you put that booty on it. That's what we learned. See, when we did Moaning, we did that early in the game too. And then Lil, shouts out to Lil too. For sure. She did the track with me. She blessed me with her vocals, right? And then when we did the video, she was all in the showering and in the bed and stuff and had the lace on. So that's what shot the views up there like. Yeah. And then that had that's why I was talking like, oh, ding. It had gave him a little, he was like, man, I think I know how this shit works. Yeah. I was like, oh, shit. Then that nigga, man, he good on that social media, man. It clicked with him. See what I'm saying? That's why I said I let Twan handle that, man. He know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? He really the face of Rope Game anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't no Twan, it wouldn't be no Rope Game. Yeah. He the first one started rocking the ropes. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, damn, what's that thing right? He was like, yeah, man, I never take it off. Yeah. I'm like, word? I'm like, damn, man, you should like exploit that a little bit then. And then he was like, yeah. And then one day, it was Twan and it was Real. I wasn't there, but he told me the story. He was like, because this was before it was Rope Gang. He was like rapping, he's still doing the rapping shit. And so Real was like, yo, man, so what you call yourself, man? He was like, Twan, this. He like, nah, man, I'm saying, like, what's your... He like, no, man, what's your group name? Like, he like, man, shit, Rope Gang. And that was the birth of it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, everybody was, like, giving it to him. Like, damn, Twan, you always wearing that shit. Like, and he was the only one at the time rocking the rope. Mm-hmm. But it was interesting because it moves and it, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no jewelry, but you always seen him with it on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was like, you know what I'm saying? He rocking, that's the rope, that's the rope, that's the rope. You know what I'm saying? Then he was just like, shit, when that incident happened when him and Real was talking, and I think they was at a session, he told me, and they was, and he was like, they had some flame going like 4-5 songs back to back. He was like, woo, woo, man, we on fire. So he like, damn, man. So shit, what you call yourself though, bitch? Mm-hmm. He like, Twan, bitch. I said, yes, sir. But he like, yeah, he like, nah, man, like, you gotta, you like Rope Gang. Mm-hmm. He was like, oh, that's hard. And that was like the birth of it. And then he started saying it. And I was like, oh yeah, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? Rope Gang. I like that.
Just like that, man.
Yeah, just like
that. Just create something. It's nothing, but you create something out of it.
Right.
And boom.
Right.
Now you benefit. That's the beauty of black folk, dog.
Yeah, man.
We can make scratch out of nothing. Just nothing just to scratch.
Yeah, we some remarkable people, man. Mm-hmm. That's why we really need to get into like stocks, and stuff like that, because I feel like this here, as black people, we make the stock move. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always in shit and we take it overboard. Like, you give us fucking what? Air Force Ones. We gonna buy them all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do Instagram. Everybody on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we make it move. Like, and we them interesting people. Like, I mean, and I love our blackness. That's why we gotta like really like do this soul searching and stop this black on black criming. Mm-hmm. I mean, I get it. You hard, he hard. You know what I'm saying? We all hard. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it comes a time when you start thinking, man, you know, these people got kids, man, and they kids as well. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, what's this gonna solve? You gonna be behind bars forever. He gone forever. That's 2 black people gone. So like, man, we gotta get this love going on. You know what I'm saying? We gotta call our peoples. Say, what's up? I love you. How you doing today? Is your day going good? Like,
we gotta check on each other for a moment, man.
Man, we gotta do better,
like,
man.
Make that a daily thing. That's one thing I do. And I know I probably get on my brother's nerves sometimes, but I'd rather get on your nerve than call you, and I can't call you, you know what I mean? I'd rather get on your nerves.
Because guess what?
Because there's a lot of them I can't call them.
When your demay, at your demay, they gonna remember, man, this motherfucker used to call me, man. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, man, like, that's why I get shots out to social media too, like, cause now they gonna have it where as though, like, when your people is gone, like, you can go on that page still, you know what I'm saying, and just check them out, you know, and see them actually moving and alive at that point, you know what I'm saying? And maybe it might be kind of, like, funny at first, and you might can't, you know, certain people might veto against it, like, you know, I'll take their page down and like, because I ain't see it yet, like, but I do have a cousin that did, passed away that did have a Facebook page that I do go on there. I ain't been on there in a while, but I used to go on there and check his little page when he was living, and there was one part where it was a video where he was actually walking around and like being himself. And so when I seen it, it put me in a space where I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it moves you.
Yeah, like I wish I could have got that on my father. Or I wish I could have got that on my mother. You know what I'm saying? Because I like, and it kind of dawned on me. I'm like, so shouts out to social media, man. They really bringing in a new era that we ain't even realizing that we preparing for. Yes, well, I don't know if we preparing for it. I mean, because like I said, I ain't been on this page in a while. I don't know if Facebook have the engine to deactivate your page or anything like that there. But, you know I had seen that, and that was like kind of...
I know I got a cousin on. I ain't see a video of him, but his page been up, though. My cousin Donald. And it's been a while. Like, it's been...
So have you actually been on his page?
Yeah, like we was friends, so it's like he's my Facebook friend on that. But I could go on his page and I just look at pictures. It's like he passed away from cancer, but I see the pictures when he was fighting, but he also got the pictures before. Like he was in shape, like he was a model, so he was like fit, and he wasn't never big, he just always was in shape, and he had this muscular build. But I'm like, damn, like I can go back, and then it take me back to memory lane. Like I just be looking at the pictures, and I know he used to always be like, David. That's what he used to say it to me. What up, David? It used to be him and my cousin Daddy. They always mess with me like that. But it's like I sit back and I reminisce on them. So I feel where you coming from. You know what I mean? Like on some real. Then it'll pop his birthday up sometime too. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah, cuz birthday done came. You know what I mean? Right. Hey fam, what y'all do? You know what I mean? Like
then you could be able to plan and put something special together if need be. You know what I'm saying? For that day, or depending on how you deal, with your mourning, how people mourn. But like that'll be a good celebration because like you got to know everybody going. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I believe in Jesus Christ, so he said it himself. I'm preparing a place for you, for me and you. This is where he said, I'm preparing a place for me and you. So, you know what I'm saying? I really feel, that place is after life. You know what I'm saying? And like, I really don't look at death anymore as a bad thing per se. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I really feel like they out there celebrating like it's like they can't wait till we get up there. You feel me? Like, and I'm like, damn, sometimes I get in my little feelings when I'm thinking about my moms, and I'll be like, man, she out there having a good, she's fucking, she's loving it.
Like, we ain't trying to rush, but when you get there, she gonna be like, baby, I'm proud of you, because I know it was hard.
Well, but I can sense something like that, but my take on that is like, that place ain't gonna be no more worries. Yeah. So I'm feeling like, upon my departure, it'll be like finally. Yeah. Like
more like ain't even worried about what. Yeah, you see. I've been waiting to see you.
I've been wanting to tell you so bad. I've been trying so many ways to tell you that, you can just do away with that life. Yeah. Like, come up with these spirits. Like, the spirit world is just a different thing. We up here with people who love us. They ain't looking back like, welcome committee is there, but nobody knows that afterlife, so they call it death. Yeah. Because you die. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really look at it no more like that. I used to mourn hard because it hit me hard. It was close to home. It was my mom, it was my father. So I used to mourn hard, but I had kind of taught myself. Well, I ain't gonna even say taught myself. I kind of got into a space of like spiritually. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a real spiritual person, but I'm a believer.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to spirituality, my belief is so powerful that it overtook in the death in that way. Now I don't look at it. I look at it in a celebration now. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm on hard with. I went to a halfway house when my mom passed. Like, they actually thought I was gonna do something, but that goes to show you that, you know, people mourn different. So I can't tell nobody how to mourn, how they accept. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say, like, it's gonna be kind of freaky because some people ain't gonna like you knowing. Like, say for instance, somebody had a relative that passed and they got a Facebook page, but they didn't realize that they had one, and they didn't go on there ever or know nothing about it, and then you brought it to the light. They might don't take it lightly. You know what I'm saying? They might be upset, like, you know, who told you to do that? Or, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to be prepared for that coming up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have lost their life due to the pandemic. I mean, you know, COVID.
Yeah, that took some people right now, man.
You know, that shit was something like...
It started hitting, like, at first people was like, then it started hitting people, and you was hearing about people like, hey, man, my sister just passed away from COVID. It started being like, yo, this is real, bro. This ain't fake, bro. You need to get your behind in the house, get what you need to get, and get home. Don't bring it home, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I had it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody forgetting, but I had it. You know, that was like, I forgot, but it's like probably August or, it's either August or October, one of them months. But I was out, bro. I was out of work for like a month.
So how'd you feel?
Like, shit, bro. Everything was happening. Like, the lights, I can't look at a light because it made me get dizzy. I ain't want to eat nothing. I had taste and stuff, but I just felt weak. You know what I mean? Like, you get a flu feeling, but that's just one of the symptoms. That flu-like feeling is one. You throwing up. It's like, what am I throwing up? I ain't even eating. You know what I mean? I don't even want to drink nothing, but I got to drink to keep myself hydrated, and then it's hard to breathe. And then when it get late at night, that's when it really hits you. It's hard to get sleep. You can't just sleep it off.
I'm sorry, you like the only person that smoke weed that got COVID that I know of. Because for a while I was saying, man, if you smoke weed, you ain't catching COVID.
I proved that theory wrong. Boy, shoot.
I'm telling you, man, listen, all the people that was getting it, they wasn't smokers. I was checking their resume, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't smoking weed, bro.
Man, I had a dog sit in the house for a whole month.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That bitch sat it wasn't on this tray, it was another one. It sat for a whole month.
Yeah.
And then after I beat it, guess what I did? I rolled up. It was the best one in a long time, too. But I was like, man, I look at it, and I was just like, nah, that's probably going to mess me up. That's going to be what took me out right there. Because I ain't in, like, I'm not finna do this. That's how bad it is. Like, your inner you, like, don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to be up there in the clouds just like that. You know what I mean? Because it's just serious, bro. Like, it was beating me down.
I was one of those people that was in disbelief. Because I was like, what happened to all the crackheads? Like, they didn't come up with no COVID. Like, all the heroin addicts and the crackheads, they were still out there buying crack. Like, like the drug dealers was making a lot of money. Yes, the drug dealers was making a lot of money. Because nobody was coming outside. They was the only ones roaming. And they didn't have COVID.
Yeah.
No, breast, they didn't have COVID.
Gonna make this money. Everybody home,
man, listen,
calling me up to give them this, and I'm making their money off of it.
Man, listen, they had did a curfew one time here. it was once for the protesting. I know that, but this was another one they did for COVID, because the stores were shutting down. They was closing like at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you could be out, but it wasn't nothing open.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even no need for you to be outside. Because everything was shutting down here in Tampa. I know they was doing that, and but shit, they was still outside. So I'm like, well, why the crackheads ain't got COVID? They should have been the first people who had COVID.
They right there now.
They right there. They easy as they can. First of all, some of them ain't had no houses. Like, what about the Tunchi heads? See,
They're
I
right
mean,
there now,
excuse
bro.
me, let me see. Spice heads.
Spice heads.
Because they, we the only ones in
Yeah,
Tampa.
yeah.
Because I had went to they don't call it nowhere but here. We made our own new name up for Spice. We call it Tunchi. I know Lil Wayne don't even know that, but we call it the Spice U.
Oh man, he said we call it Spice.
The Spice is a name after Lil Wayne. We call it Tunchi.
Wayne hit that one, come through for an interview, brother.
Man,
come through.
I don't think he want to represent that.
I don't want him to rep that.
No,
I want him to come through for the interview.
Yeah. I mean, because they turned all the metro stations into Tunchi huts.
Oh man.
For real, you go to every one of them little bus stations that say Metro.
Oh, bro.
Man, it's a Tunchi hut. Like the tiki bar.
Man, bro, see y'all hear it now. Just told y'all it's a real podcast, bro. It's the community, and y'all hear it straight for the streets, bro.
Yeah,
like
streets.
these is just the community talking to you right now.
Yeah.
Tunchi huts, bro. That's all. I'm gonna look at them things differently now, bro. God, no, I gave them so much like praise and stuff. Like, oh yeah, they got the blue stops up. They got the green stop up here now. The Tunchi hut.
Man, listen. Some people don't even stand at them places. They rather stand at the one where they ain't got no. It's just side there. You got the sun hitting you and all. They is not going under the Tunchi hut.
Tunchi hut, bro.
Yeah.
And you ain't lying, dude. They be over there too, boy.
Man, listen. Some of my closest friends up under that bitch. I be looking at them like, damn. But that was something that emerged here that nobody talks about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They want to talk about, oh, they do this, they do that. Nobody want to talk about how the spice just came in the country. Boom.
Yeah.
Just all of a sudden. And bitches was selling it in stores and all. They stopped them from selling it in stores.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, that shit just came through. And boom, nobody know where it came from.
Yeah, they was getting
it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't.
Man, I got a little piece in the market. I ain't gonna lie front when I was out there doing my little thing, you know. I ran the cars and I sold me some to a store.
Yeah.
That, they was running out of the shit so fast. They was getting jars and refilling them shits with the shit I was giving them. I'm like, this shit going good, because now I ain't got to worry about the police. I'm coming up in the store. They getting this shit from me.
Mm-hmm.
This was marvelous. Then they shut it down. Operation shut down. But nobody got in trouble but the people who was affected by it.
Yeah.
That shit is backwards as shit. So now you got the whole city on this shit, Tunchi, right? K2, Spice, or whatever y'all call it. You got the whole public on this Spice shit. You take it away from them and charge the people who's out there with it now.
Yeah.
You see how they do that shit?
That's what they
play games with us like that.
It came from nowhere. We know who it came from.
Man, we know the government
They
put
been
that
doing
shit.
that.
Listen, I'ma say it. Yeah, the government put that shit out here.
They been doing it.
They been doing that shit, man. Come on. We don't got no boats, ships, nothing to get. Crack, heroin, all that fucking shit over here, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then they trying to come at my people like, oh, just cause we making $1 million off of the shit that y'all motherfuckers brung over this bitch. Mm-hmm. Why you bring it?
That was the Reagan era that did all of that.
Yeah, man. This motherfucker talking about war on drugs. War on drugs, bitch, you got the boats.
They bringing it in.
You the one bringing it in. So after you bring it in, we found out what we could do with it. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh shit, these motherfuckers, he got a Lamborghini in the projects. Yeah, we found out we can rock this shit up.
So
yeah. Came up. Now we using your product, made it better, and you want to condemn us. That goes back to saying how beautiful people we are. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? They give us some scraps, and we evolve, and then you try to snatch it from us. Mm-hmm. That's just like with the weed game. I went to prison for weed, bro.
Yeah.
I did a bid for marijuana, bro. And now you got bitches got stoves around here. I'm like, what?
Oh, hell nah.
I need some money back. Y'all took time from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing you can't get back.
That's another thing. See, you just heard that. That's something else need to get addressed. That's fucked up. You turn around and you legalizing it everywhere now. But you got people. How much time you had?
13 months. I mean,
either way, that's a year.
Shit, but
that's a year of your life.
Let me get that back.
That's a year of your life.
Yeah,
you said, like how you said, it's just 13 months. That's a year of your life, bro.
Yeah, let me get that back. Yeah.
And one.
Yeah.
And another month.
Yeah, and another month. You're right.
Right. That's a year, bro, of your life, bro.
Yeah.
That you don't get that back, bro.
Yeah. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And now they got stoves. They got that. And see, they did this before, man. They did this with a lottery. You know,
damn,
we was running numbers before.
Yeah.
They went in there, they beat the people up, they took the people tickets. If anybody come in and buy some more tickets, they were taking them to jail. They took the money that was built up in the pot and called it the lottery. Took it away though.
Yeah.
But our peoples built that shit, man. This is something that our peoples was doing. This is the culture. We found a way to make money. Mm-hmm. And they took it away from us. They do it every single time. I don't even know what they're going to take next from us.
Yeah.
But it's coming.
That's always saying. We're gonna get this with the closer, but what you just saying right now is, I'm going to say so this. Mm-hmm. With the South, a lot of people don't we were like, what is it? I think it's George Washington Carver, I want to say. Mm-hmm. That's the one that did the peanut butter. Mm-hmm. But they limited us to him just doing the peanut butter. But the truth behind him is he invented the farming, the systems and stuff. Mm-hmm. He made a lot of stuff for people, like hair and all of that. You know what I mean?
Machines.
All that. He did a lot of stuff. But the farming, like in the South that you see, a lot of the systems they use today, who you think it? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Benjamin Banneker designed Washington D.C.
Mm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro.
We gotta get together because they taking it from us and putting it in our face. And we gotta wake up, man. We gotta read these books. Mm-hmm. And we gotta get the knowledge that know that they've been doing this shit. And, you know, I ain't got no bad news against them. Because they only know what they can do. They only know what they know how to do. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, if I teach you to pray every time you eat, then when you get older, you're going to teach your kids to pray every time they eat. Mm-hmm. And they're going to teach it and on it goes. So I can't condemn them for doing what they was taught. Yeah. But we got to start teaching our people differently because they're going to continue doing us wrong because they taught to do us wrong. Yeah. And it's their upbringing. It's not their fault. It's the people behind them that makes them that way. So, I mean, you know.
Like you say, like we said earlier in the podcast, It's all about that importance of the man, because the man is that instills a lot of confidence. The mom is like that nurturer, you know what I mean? But but the father, that's that confidence. Like, if you had a son, you gonna teach him how to move like a man, because you the man, you the first man you see. And as a daughter, your daughter gonna go older and she gonna want someone like her father. So if you just lazy, what you think finna happen with her? She ain't gonna know what to look for. And if you ain't in the picture at all, she really don't know what to look for. So she only gonna go off what mama done told her. Mama probably heartbroken because whatever dad done did. So she got a lot of hatred in her. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of things. And then the way our culture is today too, like, you know what I mean? The way the world's going, I don't agree with a lot of ways that the world going, but I love everybody. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna get into that, but you know what that means. I don't agree with everything, but I love everybody. Right. You know what I mean? And we all gotta sit down and talk, because it's a lot of wise people, and we need to put differences aside. A difference of how you live. I don't care how you live. I don't care what religion you is. I don't care what sports team you like. I don't care about nothing that we can have to disagree about something about. What we need to agree about is this black man. Right. At the end of the day. Right. And we gotta love our black men. Right. We gotta love our sisters. We love our sisters, but we gotta fight for them. Yeah. That's what we gotta do. We love our sisters. You know what I mean?
But y'all gotta love us back.
But we do gotta fight for them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, I just let them know this ain't just a attack type thing. This is a real thing.
No, this is a call out for help. Yeah. You know, men need help. Men need help. Don't think because we supposed to be the protector and the breadwinner that we don't need no motherfucking help. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got the weight of the world with the like that's why I love about this podcast, because like you can say something to somebody and then they cut you off. On this podcast, you gotta hear what I gotta say. You know what I mean? But as a black man, we all feel this, and I'm gonna say this for us. Like I said earlier, we fought these wars. America ain't win a war without the black man. So that means you ain't get your fight for equality as a woman, and as a black woman either. You didn't get it without that black man going to fight, because they needed us. And then they treated us like shit. Then we got free. Treated us like shit. To the day, you treat us like shit. When I put a job application in, mine's gonna get put to the side and thought about, but it's first, you know, Timmy, what's his race? What's his nationality? Oh, okay. But when you see Jerome, Jerome. We don't put Jerome to the side. That don't even sound like I don't need any Jeromes in here. We're gonna get one Jerome. So they can't say that we're racist. You know what I mean? That's how they rock it. You know what I mean? Like, it's on every level, bro.
I feel
it's on every level, bro. Like,
I feel you hit that right on the nail, man.
So it's already hard for me to go get a job when I go to school, right? And I get this college education. I'm finna hit you with some facts. I let you do you. You know what I mean? This podcast, I'm gonna let you talk. You know what I mean? And then we gonna get like this. So here goes some more facts. So, the average black person that goes to college and get a degree, their wages, their annual wages level up to the average Caucasian with no degree. They really probably under them still. They under them still.
Yeah, because you still...
It's a little under. It's close to that, but it's under it still. And then when you go to the average Caucasian or anybody else with that college degree, they skyrocketing in both of them.
Oh, yeah.
And we talking about some Caucasians with no degree making 80, 90,000. I got to go get a degree to make that 80, 90,000.
But if you think...
I got to go get that degree to make that.
If you think about it, it don't take much to teach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to pay these motherfuckers all these years after you graduated with your master's or whatever from college, right? And you got to pay these motherfuckers back for what you learning right here on your podcast. Like, it's nothing to get information.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I do think you deserve some revenue somewhere in the clutch, but at the same time, like, y'all condemning these people on knowledge. Like, you don't know no other country doing this here. Them people smart because they giving it to them. But you want to charge us for intelligence. That's backwards.
That's backwards, bro. Because it's a capitalist state.
Capitalist.
That is all about capitalizing, and I'm not finna give you the game.
No, they want to hold you in the box.
Yeah,
they want to hold you in the box because you more controllable if they know. You know
I told my homeboy AK, like, he be like, he from Nicaragua, and he be like, hey man, you should come out to Puerto Rico. Then he come back to the States, and he like, man, you need to come out to Houston. You know what I mean? And then he go over to his country too, like, bro can just move around. I told him one day, I said, bro, you know that he's like, you need to get your passport. I said, you know that they told me I couldn't get my passport because I had back pay.
Damn, see? It's always somebody blocking you. That's what I'm talking about.
So I have to get that cleared. Well, I probably can do it now, but when I wanted to.
But you know the people who had to look over, they looked at your race first.
Yeah.
I think they need to.
But it probably is. I think they got a loophole for that.
I think it should be this. And this, I'm going to say it like this here. There should be, if you doing shit like that, there should be a pile black applications, pile of white applications, pile of Latino applications, pile of Mexican applications, and the people who read them are the ethnic groups of the damn applications.
Straight up.
So the black person reads the application of all the black applicants, the white person reads all the white applicants, and that's how you should hire people. Because you motherfuckers just look right at the race, and out the gate, you like, oh, I ain't hiring Brian. Because this Brian, he black.
Yeah.
But we hire the other Brian.
And then people don't see that, like, people don't see that behind the scene. That's why I say you gotta, like you were saying earlier, you gotta love the black man back too. Just as much as you want to love, you gotta love us back, because the way the system's set up, this is the game. They gon' probably, like, women fight for the equality, equal pay and all that, but they'll sit here and they'll give these black women these jobs. But they gonna not give it to us as much, so it can be an unbalance now. So now it looks like, from the blind eye, oh, these niggas ain't trying to get no jobs. We 13% of the country. So we ain't that many of us, like, we deep, but we ain't as deep as you think in America. We 13% of the country. 60% of the population in prison. But we 13% of the country.
That's how 13%, because the other 60 in goddamn prison, because we actually map up 83%.
No. Matter of fact, I heard that wrong. Let me correct. We 13% of the country, but we're 60% of the prison population. As a matter of fact, I worded that wrong. I threw you off.
No, you said it right.
Okay.
That was what you said.
Okay. I thought I said, okay, I ain't want to, but no, we're 60% of the prison population.
Right.
But we 13% of the country, bro.
And I'm saying.
So how we outdo the Caucasian is they top. Man, how is you not top in the prison? How is you not the 60%? But you probably about 40 or 50% of this country. We 13%, but we're 60% of the prison population. Don't that sound fucked up already? Like, something ain't right.
Yeah, I mean, it sound correct to me.
You directing straight at us. That's what it looks like on the graph.
The reason why it sound correct, because if we had those 60% out here, then there'll be 80-something% of black people in America. And that's really what it is.
Black people be getting it in. They making babies out here.
We making babies with
that's
the
why
Spanish,
we going away.
with the whites, with the chinks, with every race. We knocking them up.
Man, we up though.
So, you got, mixed breeded children that's running the world now. You're like, most families is different race now. It ain't even the same race with white families as much.
Yeah.
You know, there ain't too many white on white unless they go to Harvard.
That's why they trying to keep all this racist stuff going on, because they see that the shift.
The shift is diminishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dramatically.
And that's like, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Like, the dreams, like, that Martin had seen, and they gone, but them dreams still here, and they be happening. And then these racist motherfuckers is fighting to make it not happen. But it's happening, like you said. I just found out. I think my Asia was doing a study for when she was in school. I think I fall into the millennials, bro. I was like, what?
Who, you?
Yeah, I think I fell in it. I thought it's like it's in between. I want to say it's the Gen X's and the millennials, but I want to say the Gen X's was after us. But I think I just fell in because you coming in, then the Gen X's is. I may got it backwards. It could be the other way around. But I know she was doing a study and she told me about it because we be like, we goddamn millennials, find out we in it. But you know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? It's just the times, bro. You gotta.
Nah, I thought the millennials was the 2000s.
Shit, Google it. We on here.
Yeah, I think it's the 2000s first. Like, millennials is like.
Because we coming into
18.
it, though. We coming into it. I'm 87, but I'm more of a 90 than an 87. So I think I'm like, it's another generation, but I think I fall into the millennial. But it's another generation that it's like probably that 83, 84, 85. I fall in after 85. I'm on that next break, but I'm falling into the.
I don't really know how the generations.
Jamie a millennial, but Jamie born in 96. You know what I mean? But Jamie don't know nothing but, he already ain't know nothing but computers and stuff. But with me, I know the computers. That's why I think they call it that, because we know the computer age and all that. But I know before the computers. But you know more about it than me. I remember when AOL came to the house and you was dialing up. I remember when that was the thing and you had to sit there for an hour to get on the internet.
Yeah.
I remember that was like
floppy disk.
That was just coming, you know what I mean? That was just coming, and then it's like, now you look, you got Facebook, you had the MySpace phase, all that Instagram, all this stuff going on. I'm just like, man, y'all just don't know, bro. Like, y'all is so lost out here. Like, bro, it was a point in time where we went outside and played.
Yeah.
They go outside and play on the video game. You can go to the basketball court on the video game and stand in line and wait to go play basketball.
If you ain't going to school, you ain't really playing basketball. I mean, I think we seen the last of the greats. I'm trying to tell you, social media fucked it up, man, for the athletes. I mean, down here, you know, we rule in football, so, you know, that's going to be going as far as being athletic. But basketball.
Yeah, that might be done.
That might be going after. Let me see. I think Zion is the last of the greats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the upbringing that's coming, he in that little package. Zion, who they got?
So you think talent level just gonna be just even talent level coming in now? Like, ain't gonna be them dominants no more like that.
They playing video games.
they
ain't out on the court. You gotta be conditioned and already had that fight in you, in the liking of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, y'all heard that right there. Y'all need to get off them games, man, and get back on these courts, man. Yeah. We cutting cords to PS5s out here, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Yes,
y'all
sir,
can reach me on Roke Game Moolah on IG, man. You can reach me on Verdell Drayton on Facebook and Roke Game Moolah on YouTube page. I'm dropping that new single, Quarter Juices, produced by Too Real in production. Too Real Production, excuse me. Yeah, so check that out, man. Thank you for having me, Dave B813.
Yeah, you already know where to find me. You already know we're gonna have the website up as well with all the podcasts coming. That's getting worked on. You're gonna be able to come to the website and just put it on play. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But you already know. Just Google me, Dave B813, Troll God B.I.
Well, that's nice enough, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you can chop them up too.
Yeah, I can chalk them into segments.
Yeah.
Now I gotta get to this and stop it because it's still recording.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That band gonna stop. Oh, you wanna roll up another one?
I thinking I had some damn weed. I ain't got none.
It's something in here, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, roll it up, bro. That's what that was for.
Yeah. I'm a conservative smoker. Then the girl we see like, how you get 5 blunts out of 3.5?
You know you still get recorded, boy.
Oh shit. I know how to roll.